When you talk about a business in regards to a financial game plan, one of my favorite books that I rely on is from Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant. I highly recommend that you obtain that book and read it. In that book, he talks about something called the cash flow quadrant. And what that basically means, it's the way we as individuals generate income into our life. And he says that there's only really four basic methods of generating income. One of those ways is as being an employee, which is what most of us all learn how to become. The second way of generating income would be that of a self-employed individual. And then the third way would be what we call a business owner. And then finally, an investor, which is rounds up the four different ways. As an employee, like I said, most of y'all are already aware of what an employee is because probably you are one. I'm still one in a small capacity in the military. Unfortunately, as an employee, there's a lot of built-in security as being an employee, although some people that's getting pink slips in this recession would disagree with me. But there is a level of security that goes with being an employee and having a job. But that does come with a price. As an employee, you basically have virtually no tax benefits at all, save for maybe home mortgage tax deduction, child tax credit, and stuff like that. Next, you have, like I said, the self-employed individual, which is basically somebody that would be described as they have bought their job. They do kind of have a business, but more the business owns them, because if as a self-employed individual, let's just take landscaping as the example. If you're not out actually cutting the grass or doing the work that creates the business, then you're not going to get paid. So there is a level of freedom, very small level of freedom, that goes with being self-employed, but for the most part you're still trapped into a cycle of having to perform physically, you being the one that performed to earn the money. The third and fourth ways of generating income in regards to a financial strategy is the business ownership or a business system, which is what I'm going to mainly touch on, is what I have chosen, what a lot of Americans and a lot of people around the world are choosing to be part of their financial strategy. As a business owner, and network marketing fully qualifies as owning a business, what you have then is a system or a business that generates income regardless of whether you are physically there producing it or not. Once you have a business up and running, you can be quite like I am right now at the beach for the next month and a half, kind of just kicking back, but your business is running continuously 24/7, whether you are there at the helm or not. That's having business system income, which is what network marketing provides. And then finally, investor income is basically where you have money that works for you, and that's like stocks, bonds, CDs, and whatnot. One of the drawbacks to having investment income is you have to have capital to make the investments to produce the income. And that's one of the reasons probably why you're looking at this video, is you don't have the capital to live off of an investor's income. But that's ultimately where we're all wanting to become, is investor type incomes. But so that's what the cash flow quadrant is. That's a very brief outline of a business system and how it relates to network marketing. Next, what I'm going to talk about is specifically the business side of this, the business income, and why it makes such financial common sense. And this, what I'm fixing to talk about, is the #1 financial strategy in the country today. And this is not myself talking, these are financial experts. We're talking IRS attorneys, we're talking millionaires on a lot of different industries that will all back up that having a business, starting a business, and operating in that area keeping your job. I'm not talking about leaving your job and starting a business, because you don't have to. You can do both. Have your security of your job working, but in the same breath, having your business that you're continuously building on the side, and eventually your business will overtake your job income. And at that point, you have what I affectionately term as options. Options are: do you want to continue to work at your job, or do you want to take more time with your family and do the things that you've always dreamed of? So with that, the next segment I'm going to be talking specifically about what I call the $400 solution.